How's your weekend? Did you get everything packed?
I got almost everything packed.
Good.
Yep. Make sure my bank account is set up. I think bank account is going to establish it. Oh, that's from Fidelity.
But it was hard getting up this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I've been sleeping until like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Me too.
Liar.
Well, I don't sleep well at night. Like, I keep waking up over and over and over again, so
I understand.
Sleeping till 9 actually gets me the sleep that I need.
Yeah, it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
And well, like we talked before, it never goes away.
It just gets easier to cope with, I guess, you know, but...
Like scars over or whatever.
I just don't like when it sneaks up on me. That's what I'm having a real hard time with right now. Because, like, I could be going along just fine, and then, like, it's there. And I have to completely recalibrate everything I'm doing and thinking at that moment. So, you know.
I told Jenny last week I had a dream about Steven. We were doing wrestling holds on each other.
See, I haven't dreamt about him.
Oh.
Because he loved wrestling, you know.
Isn't it, I mean, it's so sad when you wake up, because it's like I do that with my mother once in a while. I have a dream, and it's so vivid and so real, and then you wake up just sobbing, and it's just like, no, you're blessed because you had that, you know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah, and it'll
it becomes like a happy time, you know?
Yeah, it'll happen, and you'll actually be glad that you dreamt about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't want to say better things, because, you know, it's work. But,
I'll put that away.
Yeah. Was it on the back of the monitor?
Yeah, I see one on the back of the other one, too.
Oh,
Oh, that's another thing that bothers me.
Give me that.
Clean up his office for him.
Anyway, has it been 3 months?
Yeah, just a little bit over, because it was the first week of October.
Vegas, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, things have changed. I think I mentioned to you this morning, you weren't here when the schedule changed for biweekly pay, I don't think.
Yeah, so I haven't done a payroll with that change.
So that made things a little better, I think. You're doing more on Mondays now, I think.
We're doing, not yet, but we're doing a little bit more on Monday, because I can't always count on them being free, because the phones and the customer service, because you know how payroll is, every payroll there's a new issue.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had anybody available so that we can do everything Monday morning.
I can help.
I know, because that'll take away the Sunday.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Is that new?
Your
thing on your arm?
Oh yeah, that's my Alec tattoo.
Oh, nice.
It's
colorful. I like it.
It's rainbow because of him and his stupid rainbow socks. It's got the bisexual colors down this side because he's bisexual. It's got a semicolon in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. But the semicolon has a musical note on top because of all of the music that he and I connected on over the years.
Because the semicolon is like for suicide awareness and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got a whole bunch of stuff going on in there, but yeah,
it's nice.
I like that too.
Anyway.
Oh, and there's Alex ashes in the.
How do they do that?
They mix them in. You bring them in. You try to bring in the finest grain that you can, and they put them in all of the dark colors. They can't do it in the light ones, so everything on this side has Alec in it.
That's cool.
That is.
Yeah. You watch him do it. I was like, wow, how do you do that? He's like, here's what we do. We put this in and we mix this in, and every time we go to draw, we mix it again. So the draw pulls. So.
That's
yeah, Noah's got it on his too. He's just got a small semicolon that's purple.
Oh, okay.
I have to remember that if anything ever happens to Bella, I will do that. I'll get my first tattoo with Bella ashes. Right over my heart.
Anyway, so I'm sure it's gonna take a while for you to move back in to the processing, because processes have changed. I mentioned to Jennifer this morning that Shannon and Allison have picked up a lot of stuff. They've been really knocking it out of the park too. So, but I guess I'm gonna, I'm leaving. Wednesday's my last day. Lisa, if you have to, I don't know if you've come up with a strategy yet or not to try to get Jennifer back into the mix of, you know.
Working on it. Yeah.
Because things have changed, so some things are gonna be different from what you remember them being.
What's changed?
Just the queries we run ahead of time, because like I keep finding some queries that'll help us get things cleaned up ahead of time. We're going to take the task list and break it up for things that can be done every day or every other day through the waiting period, through the pay period, and then on payroll Mondays, like what everybody can run, and then stuff like that. So we just need to get everybody on board.
We used to do, we had the OTDs and the SPARs and all that we would send the file to Jesse or Eric, and we can do all that ourselves.
Now I can load the files. I can upload the files.
I don't know if you're going to continue to do it or.
Well, that'll be something you could teach me to do, and then that way whoever is available could do it.
Yeah, you'll need to.
Because we do that. Yeah, we would do that like the day before we submit.
We're not using. They used to do the overloads and additional pay down in Pam Smith's group. They used to add them into additional pay. Well, additional pay it's not additional pay the way it works. So they're not even entering overloads and additional pay anymore. They send us a spreadsheet and we upload them into AAF, which is similar to what we do with the SPARs.
How early are they sending you that?
Usually the day before lockout. I remind her to send it to me. So when we upload SPARs and OTDs, we're uploaded additional pay and also the part-time faculty at the same day. Courtney Jackson is going to be taking over a lot of the part-time faculty stuff, and she'll be uploading that. In fact, I'm going to meet with her here in about.
Who's Courtney Jackson?
Next to Rob Bridges.
Yeah, she just.
The cute, quiet little black girl that's right next to Rob Bridges.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was an accountant. She was in compliance. They moved her into payroll to do payroll accounting, basically, in November, I think it was. So, but she's pretty good. So she's taken over a lot of the Excel stuff for the part-time faculty.
So is she doing the Florence's stuff?
Florence is continuing to do a lot of that as well. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, because this is the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. They now have changed. One thing that has not changed is the fact that the Dan Carr committee is holding up everything. But one thing that they have done is they are going to hire another manager for in here that's going to be over the payroll accounting, because payroll is going to start picking up all the reconciliations as well. So that's another reason Courtney's moving.
So instead of my position being backfilled, they're changing the position to do more of the accounting.
They've advertised it as an assistant payroll manager, but it's going to be an operations manager position. That's all said and done.
Okay.
This is Muddy's thing. There's going to be a director and then 2 managers, and then this is what she has laid out for the fiscal year. Whether it happens or not, because there's things we've tried to do with the CAR committee that we can't get done for anything. There's going to be the director, which is posted. There's going to end up being 2 managers. There's going to be the payroll manager, and then there's going to be an operations manager that's going to be over the accounting, because all the reconciliations that Pam Smith and Cynthia Burton used to do is all coming up to payroll. So that's another reason why Courtney's moving over here. So Florence will continue to do common remitter and that sort of thing. Courtney is going to do tax accounting and reconciliations. And this operations manager will also be over the reporting, Ashley's old position, which is now Cynthia Schmelzer, I think is how you say it. And then, so under the operations area will be Florence for DAAs and common remitter, Courtney Jackson for tax, reconciliations, and then Cindy for all the reporting and all that kind of stuff. If that stays the same, then under the payroll manager will be lead payroll specialist, payroll specialist 321 is how she has it laid out. Now, right now we wouldn't have any ones. So we'd have lead payroll specialist and right now 2 payroll specialist 2s. That's not gonna happen until the next fiscal year.
Wait a minute, where do I fall into this?
You be in the payroll specialist area.
Okay, but I was supposed to be the assistant payroll manager, Brad.
They're doing away with that position. There's not gonna be-
Someone
there's gonna
else
be-
is getting that
there's gonna-
position.
Now, they're raising it up to a operations
To the
manager
accounting.
position that has to have an accounting degree and all that kind of stuff. So there'll be a lead payroll specialist and then payroll specialist. That's how they've done
That
the
is
department.
so not anything close to what we discussed.
Well, that's because
Well,
Carr stopped all that.
things
I
have
mean,
changed.
yeah.
Every department has been changed over here. There's been people laid off. There's been, I don't know how many.
There's a
one
lot
day
of, yeah, there's fiscal
that one day
services,
we
some
got
have gone.
So that
Fine.
job description that you gave me for the assistant payroll manager,
That's not it.
I'm not doing any of those things anymore. The forms, the being a trainer for all of the payroll specialists.
Right now,
I'm
no,
not doing
because
any of
there's-
these things.
Right now, no. There'll be a lead payroll specialist when it's all said and done, and then 2 payroll specialists.
And is that going to be me, the lead payroll specialist?
We'll have to see how it works out after the fiscal year starts. They'll probably post it, I'm assuming, and you apply for it. But
Which means I'm also not going to get the salary that we previously.
they are working on salary increases for everybody in here. I know Monty's been working on that. Because I've told her that you can't afford to lose anybody in payroll. So, but right now, everything is the same as it was.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm getting completely screwed over.
It's the Carr thing. That Carr thing just
No,
stopped
we've
everybody.
been building this whole idea
I know.
for the past more than a year.
Mhm.
And the whole point of everything was so that I can take care of all of the payroll stuff
Mhm.
so that you can actually be a manager
Mhm.
and handle the departmental things. And that was going to be it.
Yeah, but I'm just.
And now basically I'm just still thrown in with the payroll specialists.
We need bodies in there. We need
Mhm.
3 payroll specialists. We need the bodies. We've been.
But you're taking
We've
away
been struggling.
from me these things that you've been offering to
That
me
doesn't mean
and
that it won't.
promising me for all this time.
He can't control.
Yeah,
He
I'm
can't control
telling you,
that.
things have changed the last 3
Yeah.
months.
He has no
And
control
I'm-
over the stuff being
I'm telling
changed.
you, there's been people riffed here that I never thought would be riffed.
A lot.
Am I going to be kicked out of my office when this person comes
That's
in?
the next thing I was gonna tell you. They're gonna have to move back into the area where you were.
So I'm
Yeah.
getting doubly screwed. This is so unfair. You guys, seriously, this is so unfair to me.
But it's nothing that we have.
You're
No,
not
we don't have any
being
control
cut.
over.
You're still, your salary is still much higher than the other payroll
Oh,
specialists.
it's not much higher than Florence.
You got to quit worrying about other people.
Okay, well.
You have to quit worrying about other people.
Really?
Really?
I spend
Really?
years watching someone do as little as possible and get paid so much more than me.
You,
Okay.
you got
I-
to focus
and
on
I
you and
push
not other
forward.
people. You can never look at other people around you. Or
Yes,
you're,
you can.
No, you
It's
can't.
called fairness.
No, it's not. You're not being fair to you by doing that.
Actually, I am. I am being fair to me by standing up and saying, this is not fair.
We see it with everybody. We saw it with
Florence
HR
is not going
salaries.
to get a pay cut.
No,
She's been
and
here
I'm not
for I
going
don't
to
know
get
how
a
many
pay
years.
raise.
Okay, they haven't gotten a pay raise yet either. You will get the pay increase when all this car crap is out of the way.
It's not just about that. It's the whole freaking thing, you guys. You've been telling me and building me up for this and giving me hope. And now there isn't any.
Well, why isn't there any? There's
Well,
going to be a
because
change.
the only thing that's going to change
once
is,
we can,
yeah, I'm going to become if it works out, lead payroll specialist.
if you're not happy with that, then what are you going to do?
I don't know. I would
You
need
need
to
to make
think about
okay.
that.
You need to make that decision because you can't come in here with an attitude every day.
Oh, don't worry. You're not going to get a different person in that seat.
Okay.
That's
well,
not what I'm saying. You're not going to get a
Okay,
different
well, you
person
can't
in
be
that
disruptive
seat.
either.
How am I going to be disruptive?
With an attitude like you have right now, yeah.
And isn't this the place where I should be able to say what I need to say?
Okay,
But
not
you
outside
knew.
this office.
Am I out there saying a damn thing?
I'm just warning you right now.
Warning me because
Yes.
for something I haven't even done.
I can warn you and tell you, do not be disruptive. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't start taking an attitude.
You knew the car thing stopped everything. You knew the car thing stopped
We
everything.
told you that before.
The dynamics of payroll and payroll just getting done needs the three specialists in
You haven't even worked your
there.
way back in yet. That's going to take time because things have changed.
You guys can be pissed at me all you want. I don't care.
I'm not pissed at you.
I'm allowed
upset
to
at
say-
your freaking attitude is what I'm upset at.
My attitude?
Yeah.
So you give me news that you know goes against every single thing that we've
But
been-
you knew.
Are you going to let me say
You
Jennifer,
knew that was stopped. You knew the car thing was
things have changed
stopped.
over the last 3 months. You have not been here. You don't know what things have been going on. You were even out of communication. So I don't know.
Who am I supposed to be in communication with when I'm on leave?
I didn't even know what was going on with your leave of absence, and Cynthia apparently hadn't heard from you for a long time either while that was in
Yeah,
process.
well, I've got a stream of phone calls and emails that she has not responded to.
Well, maybe you need to go talk to her then.
Well, I did, and I've been in communication with her and MetLife, and they all knew what was going on. So what am I supposed to be communicating to you if I'm supposed to be going through benefits?
We heard
For
a
all
number
of-
of times you were coming back here. No, I'm not coming back there. No, now I'm not coming back to the middle of January, Governor. Now I'm coming back here. So we didn't know what was going on either. But I'm just telling
I'm
you
sorry if she
that
didn't
over the last
share
3
with you what
months,
she should have.
over the last 3 months, things have changed a lot.
And I understand
And then with duties
that.
being shifted as a result of him leaving and making sure we can function, this department has to function, and we need 3 specialists in there.
Okay,
We
well,
can't
you guys
function
are assuming that
with
I'm going
less.
to go out there and like trash the place. How long have you known me? You know what? I'm a human being and I'm allowed to have feelings and I'm allowed to have an opinion. And if you're allowed to sit here and tell me, here's a bunch of shit that you have to take, I have a right to say, this is wrong.
All right,
And I
well,
don't
okay,
agree
then
with
you
this.
need to make a decision. Am I going to remain in the position? Am I going to function? Am I going to get along as part of the team? Or am I not? That's your decision.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, I'm wondering now because of the way you're reacting, whether you're going to be able to do that or not.
What do you expect of a human being when you toss something like that at them?
You knew everything was on hold for that. Before you left, you knew. And don't tell me you
I
didn't.
told you before you came back. The day you came back, you were told the car was
I've
stopped.
been told that it's all on hold, not disappearing.
We don't know. You know how many times things changed even before you went out.
We have no idea what's going to happen come next fiscal year. We have no idea. We have no control. We have no idea.
All I know is that my job, that you guys have told me over. Let me speak.
No, because we're beating a dead horse here.
No,
this was when
I
we had
deserve to speak.
Let her
You
speak.
better-
Let her speak.
Yeah, go
Let her
ahead.
speak.
Go ahead.
My job and all of the duties that were included in my job, including the title that was promised to me multiple times throughout an entire year of working here, is out there on the internet, listed as an open job with
That's correct.
the title, and all of the duties that I do every day are listed under there.
And I'll tell you why, but go ahead and finish.
So it looks to me like my job has disappeared.
No, that job was posted with that title so they could get a body hired. Because CAR would not let us change the job description yet. So they are looking for somebody with an accounting degree and experience in accounting, but they couldn't put that in the job description yet because CAR won't let it be posted that way. But
So-
once that position is hired and CAR ends, hopefully at the end of the fiscal year, that job is going to be an operations manager position. That's already in the fiscal year 2020 budget.
So it's just another bait and switch thing where we have to do it this way in order to
Yes.
get this done.
Yes, that's correct.
I don't know how you expect me to not react to information like that. And if I should be able to share my feelings with anyone, it should be with the two of
You
you.
can share your
And
feelings.
that's fine.
And I can be upset about
That's
it.
fine, but the thing is, Jennifer, you knew going in the car was stopped, that none of this stuff was happening. That none
Yeah.
of this stuff was
And you,
happening.
and we
Stopped.
did tell you that this is what our goal was, to make this happen. Okay? We didn't ever promise that it was going to happen because you know that a lot of that's out of our control.
It was the
Actually,
plan.
But
Actually,
that is what
you
we have
called-
worked through.
You called me into your office. You sat me down and you said, I want you to take this job. It would mean so much to me. Please say yes.
And that was how,
I don't remember in those words. I do remember telling
You did.
you.
What?
You did. You said those words and you were referring to Lisa's job when she moves into Sandy's job.
but this,
That was our goal.
that was the goal, and that
Yes,
was,
but how can you offer that and use those words and say like, we're going to make
I don't
this
remember
happen?
saying, I promised you. I don't remember begging you to take a position.
Convenient.
but
Oh, how
regardless,
convenient.
Jennifer,
Jennifer,
regardless, that was
You're gonna
before the
have to
car
let this
stopped
go,
everything.
Because I don't have any control over it, and Lisa's not gonna have any
Car
control
stopped
over it.
everybody's plans. That was part of our plan, but car stopped everybody's plans across campus. You were told that.
You get down,
You were
talk
told
to some
that.
of the HR people.
Car stopped everything, and you knew that. We had all these plans of how we wanted things
Car
to
stopped
be.
everything, but what you're telling me is that it's a clean slate. And the only thing that's going to happen for me after all this time is that I'm going to be moved out of the office that I need for my misophonia and put back into a pool of people, which is going to make my everyday harder.
That area with the higher walls and everything was put in for you.
Yeah, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Then you need to go talk to HR and benefits
About what?
to see if they can do anything else for you, because I don't have any other offices here.
That was the route I went originally. And they never even finished that case. It's still open.
Well, I will tell you one thing that they will say is when you came to KSU, you applied for a job
Mhm.
answering phones in the middle of a bunch of people.
Yeah, I did.
So,
And as I
has it
worked
gotten
here,
worse?
my misophonia has gotten worse.
Is
over
that
the years.
documented? Did you document that with HR?
Yeah, they have papers from my doctor.
Mhm.
A doctor who isn't just a regular doctor, but specializes in this. She's the only one in Georgia who does it.
Well, they've changed now. Was that Amy that you were dealing with?
Yeah.
Okay, she wouldn't be the one you
She
deal
blew
with
it all
now.
off if
It
she
would
didn't
be-
finish the
It
system.
would be Cynthia. I
And
would
she had
reopen
Rod.
it.
She had Rod, too, probably going, nah, I don't feel like
I
that.
would reopen it with Cynthia, because Rod's not here anymore and Amy's not over benefits anymore. Karen is over HR now, which might make a difference for you. So you could reopen that and see what they can do.
I will.
I mean, they've renovated some offices over on the other side. I mean, it's farther away from payroll, or I don't know whether they could do anything else or not, but. Now, for now, you're all right in there because they haven't built anything, and I don't know when that's gonna happen. They haven't even talked to anybody, so.
But then that also means that all these things that you felt I deserved aren't likely.
I feel a lot of people, I feel they deserve a lot. They probably
I've been
deserve-
here a lot
yeah.
longer and put in a lot more.
You have not seen the improvements that they've done in the last 3 months. They've been
Yeah.
running
Or the
payroll.
loads they-
3 months,
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that they are doing a great job as well. And they make $10,000 a year less than you.
And they've been here less than a year.
Okay, so for that comparison, you're counting years of service, but for you and Florence comparison, you don't count years of service.
I do count years of service. If she had
Okay.
some friggin' knowledge to share with somebody, I would feel
She's
different.
doing the common remitter, she's doing the DAA, she's doing a lot of stuff now on the accounting
Yeah.
side, which fits into her skill set. Running
Yeah.
the payroll did not.
Payroll doesn't. No. It doesn't.
That's why she's on the operations side doing it. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's not your decision on who does what.
I don't
So-
care about that.
So don't worry about Florence.
She's an example because she was supposed to be a peer of mine for many years.
That's
And
something.
we were not treated that way.
Okay.
That's.
You need to
You need
take
to get
your
past
attitude.
that.
You need to take your attitude and you need to think about whether you want to be here or not. I'm just telling you right now.
You can't keep focusing on
Yeah.
things that
With your
interest you
with your
are.
You're gonna
attitude-
fire me?
With your no, I'm not going to fire you, but I'm thinking from your perspective for yourself. You need to think, am I going to be happy here? Because if you're not, you need to think about that. You need to consider it.
You can't waste your time dwelling on things that have made you mad over the years. They're not worth it. They're keeping you from performing.
If anything else, losing Alex should tell you that this is small crap compared to everything else.
You gonna use that?
Oh my God, we're done.
This is over.
We're done.
Please, go.
We're
How
done.
can you use my son in this? That was
You know
horrible.
what? Hey. When I lost Stephen, it told me what was important in life and what wasn't. And you need to think about that as well.
I know what's important. What's important is my family.
Then
And
that's
how do
where
I
you need
secure
to...
the future for my family, Brad?
You,
Here.
you are not taking a pay cut. You will probably get a pay raise when this is all over. You may even end up as the lead payroll specialist, which is like an assistant manager position. They were going to change that title anyway. You need to just come back in and work yourself back into the job instead of taking this damn attitude that you have that everybody is screwing you.
I didn't come in here with this attitude. I came in here so hopeful.
You had the attitude as soon as you found out that, well, maybe I'm not going to be an assistant manager right away.
Well, yeah, that's actually called a reaction to information. That's not an attitude that I walk through the door with. That's a reaction, Brad. Which, as a person, a human being, I'm allowed to have. But
No,
you can't
you-
assume that
no.
I'm going to take it out
No.
there and
No.
impress it upon
No.
everybody else.
No. You started right away. Well, Florence is this and this is that. And right away you
Yes,
started
because it's
lashing
been-
out at other people.
It's been a long
So you know
time,
what?
long
You
time
want to lash
problem.
out at other people, you're going to get lashed out on. That's the way it goes.
What's going to happen to me?
You've got to decide, am I going to be happy here? And am I going to work here? Am I going to work my way back in? Am I going to get along with everybody?
Why do I have to work my way back up to anywhere?
Things have changed.
How have I
You've
been-
been gone for 3 months. You don't know the changes that have been made in the processing schedule.
All right, well, you know what? Tell me about it.
That's what you're going to have to work with Lisa on, and you're not going to be able to have an attitude with her. I'm going to tell you right now, or you will get fired. I'm telling you right now.
You have nothing that you need to threaten me for, okay?
I'm just telling you the way it is. I'm telling you the way it is.
And I am telling you, after all this time, you don't know that I can walk in here and just do my fucking job.
Well, then you go ahead and you go do your fucking job.
Because that's what I've been doing all these years.
Well, then go do it. But stop comparing to everything else and everybody else, and I'm better than them, and why do they make this, and why do I make this, and all that kind of. You can't do that in
So
payroll.
basically just take whatever
know
I'm
that.
given and be thankful I have a job.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's
You're
what you
driving
think.
yourself crazy by saying, well, Florence makes more than me, and blah, 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 blah.
For doing less in the same job.
You don't know what she's
and-
doing now. You don't
no,
know
but
how
I
it's
know
changed.
what she did, and I know how many years we were unfairly paid.
And I had no control over that.
So yeah, it's frustrating to watch that for so many years and
Well,
have
things
nobody
have
take
changed.
notice.
Give it a chance. Things have changed.
You create false hope when you share that you're going to make changes for your employees. We
I
believe
was trying
you.
to make changes.
We believe
But I will
you.
tell you that every manager across this campus has been screwed because their changes that they wanted to make all of a sudden were stopped. There were managers across this campus that got riffed because of Carr. There were departments that were decimated because of Carr. There's been a couple departments that have been completely wiped out.
Why is it not okay to be upset?
You can be upset, but you can't start lashing out at everybody.
Who am I gonna lash out with? It,
Florence.
I've been dealing with the mismatch with Florence since day one. And when have I ever fucking been mean to her? It's not
I
her
don't know.
fault.
Have you been mean to them over there?
No. Why
Have
would
you yelled
I?
at them?
No.
Okay.
Lisa does. Okay?
That's not what I've heard, but,
I have not yelled at them over
Okay.
anything.
well, just start.
If anything,
Just come back in.
I have to be walking in there and going, it's okay, I'm sorry. They said, Lisa's been fine since I've been gone. But before that, Lisa was cruel on every level. And she was snipping at everyone, and she yelled at us on a regular basis.
Okay, well, here's what I'm saying. Come back in, work your way back into the mix. You've got more experience.